It was meant to be a simple, quiet walk. Princess Charlotte, Prince William, and Kate Middleton, together, strolling through the grand halls of Buckingham Palace, an intimate, almost normal family moment behind the palace's gold-plated gates. But what should have been just a serene passage turned into a revelation that could change the course of the royal family forever. The air in the hallway seemed to freeze when Princess Charlotte spoke up, her words not loud, but sharp, biting with an intensity that didn't seem fitting for a 9-year-old. "I'll show you the real Queen Camilla," Charlotte said, her voice carrying with an unnerving confidence. These weren't just childish musings. Her words were measured, almost as if she knew something her parents had not anticipated her to understand. William and Kate froze in their tracks, their faces momentarily shifting from parental warmth to something darker, more contemplative. What could possibly be going on in their young daughter's mind? Could Princess Charlotte really know something the public has long been speculating about? Could the tensions in the royal family run deeper than anyone imagined? Kate, ever composed and protective, responded gently, trying to steer Charlotte back from the brink of royal decorum. "Charlotte, you can't say things like that. There are always people listening," Kate said, with a tone that tried to remind her of the public eyes that are always watching them. But Charlotte, undeterred, simply replied with an unwavering gaze, "I pray everyone watches this." What did she mean by this cryptic statement? Was it just a child being playful, or did she truly understand the deeper currents of royal politics? Was she speaking from a place of intuition, or did she overhear something that has stayed hidden from the public eye? According to several sources close to the royal family, it wasn't just a random statement from a curious child. It seems that Princess Charlotte had overheard something she was never supposed to hear, something that sent ripples of concern through her young mind. What she overheard wasn't just idle chatter, it was a conversation that revealed hidden feelings and ambitions from someone who has been at the very heart of the royal family, Queen Camilla. Charlotte apparently heard Camilla saying things that questioned Prince William's ability to be the future king, suggesting that perhaps William wasn't strong enough to carry the weight of the monarchy. Camilla allegedly compared William unfavorably to King Charles, stating that Charles was more suited to leadership, and that William might lack the strength and stability required to lead the crown. To a young child who sees her father as the beacon of strength, such words were undoubtedly shocking and deeply troubling. But what's even more intriguing is that Charlotte didn't just hear words of doubt, she felt something darker, she felt a threat. Camilla, according to sources, wasn't just doubting William's leadership capabilities, but actively working to keep the status quo, which meant preserving Charles as the reigning monarch for as long as possible. Charlotte recognized the danger, understanding that the power struggles inside the royal family weren't just about titles, but about influence. It seemed, from what she heard, that Camilla was doing everything in her power to ensure that William's time to rule would be delayed. Charlotte's insights into the ongoing power struggle may seem surprising for a child her age, but anyone who has grown up in the royal spotlight knows that young royals are keenly aware of the undercurrents around them. Princess Charlotte, raised in an environment where she observes the subtle power dynamics between members of the royal family, quickly recognized that Camilla wasn't acting in the best interests of the next generation. Instead, she was protecting her own position within the royal family. According to insiders, Charlotte believed that Camilla's influence was not about supporting her family's future, but about maintaining her own power and influence. Camilla's calculated moves to keep William's role limited were part of a larger strategy to secure her own place in the monarchy, even if it meant delaying the inevitable rise of the next generation. Charlotte, who had always been observant of her family dynamics, found this troubling and expressed her concern to her parents, telling them, "She doesn't want us to succeed." It wasn't just a one-time remark. Charlotte began noticing a pattern of behavior from Camilla that didn't sit right with her. Whether it was her cold demeanor towards Charlotte and her siblings, or her apparent indifference to their lives and futures, Camilla's actions raised red flags for the young princess. Charlotte began to understand, perhaps for the first time, the hidden games being played behind the royal curtains. What makes Charlotte's concerns even more profound is the emotional context in which they are set. Charlotte, despite being too young to have met her grandmother, the late Princess Diana, has been raised in the shadow of her enduring legacy. Diana's memory is a significant part of the Wales family's life, especially for Prince William, who has worked tirelessly to keep his mother's memory alive and to instill her values in his own children. Charlotte has grown up with Diana's ideals, kindness, compassion, and a strong, relatable connection with the people. To Charlotte, Diana represents the ideal of royalty, genuine, humble, and human. In stark contrast, Camilla's rise to the throne has been tumultuous. Her long and complicated relationship with King Charles, her marriage to him after years of public scrutiny, and the deeply ingrained media backlash against her have shaped the way the public views her. For many, Camilla remains an outsider, someone who had to work hard to earn her place in the royal family. Charlotte, raised with a reverence for her grandmother's memory, may not see Camilla as the queen she had hoped to see. Instead, Camilla may seem distant, disconnected, and at odds with the ideals that Diana represented. Queen Camilla's path to the throne was not without its controversies. She entered the royal spotlight much later in life, and had to navigate the complicated legacy of her relationship with Charles, one that was marred by public opinion and scandal. When Charles ascended to the throne, many in the public still remembered the painful history between him and Diana. Camilla, despite becoming queen consort, still faces mixed public reception. For Charlotte, growing up in the knowledge of her mother's admiration for Diana, it's difficult to ignore the stark contrast between her grandmother's warmth and Camilla's more formal, distant presence. This is where Charlotte's statement, "I'll show you the real Queen Camilla," takes on deeper significance. It's not just a child's casual remark. It's a direct comparison between the Queen Charlotte knows through her family's history and the Queen who now sits at the head of the royal family. Charlotte might be drawing a line between the version of royalty she admires, authentic, compassionate, and real, and the one she sees in Camilla, a version shaped by traditional expectations, status, and power struggles. As the world watches, Charlotte's words could be the first glimpse of a new generation of royals who are not just learning about their roles, but also critically engaging with the complexities of royal life. Charlotte is not just an innocent bystander. She is observing, learning, and most importantly, questioning the narratives that have been handed down to her. It's a voice that could very well reshape how the monarchy evolves in the years to come. The royal family is no stranger to tension, but the conflict between Camilla and the younger generation, particularly Princess Charlotte, could be a turning point in the monarchy's history. Will the old guard hold on to power, or will a new generation of royals, led by William and supported by Charlotte, reshape what it means to be royal in the modern world? The stakes are higher than ever as we watch this drama unfold in real time. Do you believe Charlotte's words reveal a hidden rift between her and Queen Camilla? Or is this simply the voice of a child misunderstood? How do you see the future of the monarchy playing out in the face of these internal struggles? Let us know your thoughts in the comments section below. We'd love to hear your perspective on this royal controversy. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more royal updates and deep dives into the fascinating lives of the British royal family. Thank you for watching.